So you're going to start laying down on your mat, knees bent, feet on the floor. So just resting down, arms beside you. You want to have that curve underneath your lower back. We're going to take nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through a pursed lip. Breathing in and out. So as you're taking nice deep breaths in and out, I want you to think about the position of your hips. So we want to keep them nice and level. Imagine you've got a torch on each hip bone and they're shining up parallel to one another onto the ceiling or the sky. Keeping your upper body nice and relaxed. So shoulders away from the ears. Chest is nice and open. Keeping the weight evenly placed to your feet. So big toe, little toe, and heel. And just gently tightening through the tummy. From here, as you breathe out, I want you to tuck the pelvis under, so you're flattening your lower back into the floor. Take a deep breath in to stay. Exhale to release out to neutral. We're tucking under to flatten, holding there, releasing out, excuse me, to neutral. So taking nice deep breaths, getting that tucked under, flat back position. You're trying to use just the pelvis and your tummy muscles to move. So if you can, avoid squeezing the bottom. So in this next one, we're holding our flat back position. So holding that flat back. And here is where we're going to start to tighten in our pelvic floor. So as you breathe out, you're tightening all the way in with the pelvic floor. Inhale to release. Exhale to tighten. Inhale to release. So you're thinking of the sensation of stopping a wee mid-flow. And as you're tightening, you should feel as though your tummy muscles are working harder and that your back is slightly flatter into the floor. And we're going to halve that contraction. So 50% tightening in the pelvic floor as you exhale. Inhale to release. You're still keeping your flat back position. Making sure the upper body is staying nice and relaxed. So think shoulders away from the ears. Chest is open. If you're feeling really tense, then turn those palms up to the ceiling. Pulling the tummy all the way down towards your spine. Keeping that weight evenly placed to your feet. So big toe, little toe, and heel. We're going to half one last time. So 20 to 25% tightening. This should feel like a very gentle lifting. Something that you could sustain throughout any exercise if you needed to. It's just working in the background. So your flat back position should feel nice and strong. You're using your tummy muscles and your pelvic floor to help you to stay there. Let's bring both feet off of the floor into a tabletop position. And we're going to glue the legs together. As you breathe out, tip both legs over to one side, releasing one hip from the floor. Inhale to come to the center. And we swap sides. We're tipping over. Release that hip. Come back to the center. We're tipping over. Come back to the center. Tipping over. So although as you're tipping over, you're releasing one hip from the floor, make sure that both shoulders stay in contact with your mat. You're using your tummy muscles to tip you over to the side, bring you back to the center, and then on to the other side. Use your pelvic floor and breathe. Let's take 2 more on each side. We're tipping over and center. Tipping over and center. Last one on each side. Tip over and center. Tipping over and center. Hug those knees in. Just rock from side to side through the upper body. From here, we're going to come onto our hands and knees. Taking the hands underneath the shoulders, knees under your hips, tummy's nice and tightened here. As you breathe out, you're going to tuck the pelvis under. So we're curving through the back. Arching the spine, drop that head. Take a deep breath in to stay. Exhale, let your pelvis go back to your start position. You're working through the spine, piece by piece, lifting the head. We're tucking under to curve, arching the back, dropping the head. We hold, and we're releasing back out through the spine, lifting the head up. So we want to get lots of movement through the back. So really take your time if you have any areas that feel stiff or sore. Moving through each section of your back, piece by piece. Taking nice deep breaths. Trying to move each vertebrae one by one. So as you're curving your back, you're pulling the tummy all the way in. As you're releasing back to your start position, you're thinking shoulders are away from the ears. We've got 2 more here. tucking under to curve, holding that stretch, releasing back out through the spine, lifting your head. This is your last one, tucking under to curve, arching the back, dropping the head. We hold, releasing out through the spine, piece by piece, lifting the head. And here we push back into our shell stretch position, bottom to the feet, reaching those arms long and in front. From here we're going to lay on our side. So we did this one yesterday. So as you're laying down, you want your legs glued together and grounded. Head resting down, the arms are long, palm to palm. So from here we're going to lift the top arm up so your fingertips point to the ceiling. Taking the head with you, twist towards the opposite side of the room. Holding there, take a stretch. Before lifting up and over, bringing the head with you to come down palm to palm. Lifting that arm up, fingertips to the ceiling. Taking the head with you, twisting towards the opposite side. Holding there to stretch. Before lifting up and over. Come back down palm to palm. You want to keep those legs glued together and grounded, making sure your twist comes through your waist. Reaching through the arm from the fingertips all the way to your armpits, making sure you get a really nice stretch through the whole of the arm. Looking at that hand for as long as you can. So trying to make sure you're getting a good range of movement through your neck. Nice deep breaths. We've got 2 more here. What do you think of opening up through the chest? Got 1 more here. Lifting the arm up. Take the head with you, twist and open. We hold. We come back up and over. Back down palm to palm. From here we're changing sides. So again, legs glued together, resting the head down. Arms are long, palm to palm. That top arm lifts, fingertips are pointing up. Take the head with you, twisting towards the opposite side. Holding that stretch. Before lifting up and over. Coming back down palm to palm. Lift the top arm up. Take the head with you. Twist to the opposite side. We hold to stretch. Before coming up and over. Back down palm to palm. So remember, your legs are glued together. You're twisting through the waist. Taking nice deep breaths in and out. stretching from the fingertips all the way into the armpit. Got 2 more here. Lifting up. Taking the head with you, twisting away. We hold. We're lifting back up and over to come down palm to palm. Last one here, lifting up. Take the head with you, twisting away. Holding there to stretch. Coming back up and over. Back down palm to palm. From here we roll onto our back and take a full body stretch. We're going to bend the knees, put the feet on the floor. Keep those knees in line with your hips. And you want to have your neutral position so you've got your curved hands rest down beside you. We take a deep breath in to nod the head, chin to chest. Exhale to lift the shoulders, reach those arms nice and long. Take a deep breath in to stay. Exhale to control back down. Chin to chest. Lifting the shoulders, reaching the arms. We hold. Control back down. So we're using the tummy muscles to lift us. Pull the belly button all the way down. For your chin to chest position. And that's there to try and keep that neck nice and relaxed if you can. So you're thinking big nod of the head. Tighten the tummy to lift you. We hold. Control back down. We're using the pelvic floor. That's working in the background. Reaching the arms long. Get your shoulders away from your ears. And breathe. We've got 2 more here. Then we'll add some movement in. The last one. Excuse me. From here, again we're going to nod the head, chin to chest, and lift the shoulders up. As you're here, going to hinge over to one foot with the hand on the same side. Come back to the centre and down onto the floor. Swapping sides, chin to chest. Lifting the shoulders, reaching the arms. Lean over towards that foot. Back to the centre and down onto your mat. Just swapping sides each time. Making sure you're keeping that tummy nice and tightened. Relaxing that head. So we've got 2 more on each side. Chin to chest. Lift those shoulders. We reach. Center. And down. Last one on each side. Chin to chest. Lifting those shoulders. We reach. Center. And down. Last one. Chin to chest. Lifting the shoulders. Reach. Center. And back down. Hugging those knees into the chest. From here we're going to go onto our fronts. Grab a drink if you need one. So laying down with the legs nice and long. Bringing the hands mat width apart and in line with your ears. We're looking down towards the floor. From here, we're taking a nice deep breath in to prepare. As you breathe out, push the nose forwards to lift the head and the chest. Keep the forearms down. Take a deep breath in to stay. Exhale to control back down to the floor. Push the nose forwards, lift the head and the chest. We hold. Control back down. So we want to be working up the back of the legs, squeezing the bottom. If at any point your legs or your feet are cramping up, just going to tuck those toes under like I'm doing here to lengthen down the back of the legs. Pulling the tummy in. So your bottom and your tummy are working together to keep that back nice and strong. Don't forget to breathe. Keep those shoulders down. Chest is nice and open. Let's take 2 more here, then we'll change the movement of the arms. Lifting up, holding that position, controlling down. 1 more here. Push the nose forwards, lift the head and the chest. We hold, control back down. So we're going to add in our arm lifts. We're going to alternate arms again. So we did this a couple of days ago. So from here, you're still going to push the nose forwards to lift your head and your chest. But as you do that, one arm is coming away with you. Breathe in to hold. Control back down. Swapping sides. Push the nose forwards. Lift the head and the chest and the arm. We hold. Control back down. So as you're lifting, you're making sure you're staying really central. So don't lean over. Keep that lift small, but in the center of your body. Nice deep breaths. Remember to keep that bottom squeeze, tummy nice and tightened. Let's take 2 more on each side. Lifting up. We hold. Control back down. Lifting up. Holding. Control back down. 1 more on each side. Lifting up and hold. Control back down. Last one. Lifting up and hold. Control back down. From here, we're pushing ourselves back into a shell stretch. Bottom to the feet. Reaching those arms out in front. Then we're going to do the 100. So we're going to come onto our backs. Get a drink if you need one. So as we're laying on our back, we want to find a nice flattened position. So we're really tucked under, we've lost the gap under the lower spine. Your legs are coming up into a tabletop position. So you can leave your head resting down if your neck is really sore. If not, we're going to be lifted through the upper body. So here, we're going to start with the palms facing the floor. What we're going to do is, as we change the breath, we're going to change the way that our palms are facing. So as you breathe in, your palms are going to face the floor. As you breathe out, you're going to rotate them so that they face the ceiling. So you'll just change them as you change your breath. If you get really confused, just stick with one, and I'll count for you. It should look like this. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. From here, your hands are behind your head. You've got your 2 sets of 8 sitting up towards those legs. Once we've finished there, we're going to lengthen those legs as much as we can, reaching the arms up. 2 sets of 8, reaching towards those toes. And then we relax down to take a stretch. I'll talk you through everything so that you know what's going on. Start off by finding that strong flat back position, really tucked under. From here, lift your legs to your tabletop. If you're lifting your upper body, chin to chest, lift those shoulders, take the arms nice and long. And we inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tummy in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pelvic floor, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tummy in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Staying here, hands behind the head. We've got sit-ups for 8, 7, 6, 5. Tummies in, 4, 3, 2, 1. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to straighten those legs as much as you can, reaching the arms up. We're going to come up for 8, 7, 6, 5. Tummies in, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set. 8, 7, 6. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relaxing there. Hug those knees in first. And bring yourself out into a full body stretch. Coming up to sitting. And from here, I'm going to take the legs crossed. So just however you find comfortable, doesn't matter which leg you've got in front, we're going to swap sides anyway. So start sitting up, nice and tall. Can sit on a cushion or something here if you need to. And take those arms long and in front of you. Try and keep them shoulder height and make sure that your shoulders are down, don't let them lift. From here, as you breathe out, pull the tummy in to curve your back and start to lean away. You won't be able to move very far here. Hold in there, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, tighten your tummy, lift yourself up and over. Reach as far forwards as you can with those hands. Take a deep breath in to stay. Exhale, sit yourself up nice and tall through the spine. Ready to go again. Curve and lean away. Holding here. We're lifting up and over. Restack the spine. Sit nice and tall. Tummy's really tightened to take you back. To hold you there. Pull in more as you start to lift, but really reach those arms. Just stretching forward. Sitting up nice and tall. Relax those shoulders. Leaning away. Holding there. Reaching up and over. Sitting up tall. Through the spine. One more here and then we'll change legs. Curve and lean away. Holding there. Lift up over, restack the spine, sitting up tall. Just uncross and recross the other way. So you're working both sides of the body. Same thing again, we curve and lean away. Holding there. We're lifting up and over. Restack the spine. Sit up really tall. And again, curve and lean away. Relax those shoulders. Breathe. I'm going to take 2 more here. This is your last one. We're going to curve and lean away. Holding there. Tighten more, lift up. Reach over. Sitting up nice and tall. And relax. We're going to do the same movement we did yesterday. So taking those legs out a little wider, just mat width apart, so you haven't got to be really wide here and uncomfortable. You can use that cushion under your bottom if you need to. So start with those arms in like a shallow V, tiny bit wider than what your legs are. So you're going to twist so that your upper body is just past that leg. Reach both arms towards the foot, dropping your head, holding here for a stretch. We're going to restack the spine, still facing the leg. Then you twist to the center to go again. Twist. Reach to the foot. Dropping that head. Restack the spine, sit up tall. Then twist to the center. Arms lift. Twist. Reach. Dropping the head, we hold. The arms lower. Sit up tall. Twist center. Arms lift. Rotate. Reach and lean. Dropping your head is going to help increase that stretch. Drop the arms. Sit up tall. Twist to the center. Let's take 2 more each side. Twist. Reach. Drop the head. Holding here. The arms drop. Restack. And center. Twist. Reach. Drop that head. Hold as you stretch. Drop the arms. Restack the spine. Center. Last one each side. Twist. Reach. Drop that head. Really stretch forwards. Drop the arms. Sit up nice and tall. Center. This is your last one. We twist. Reach. Dropping the head. Hold. The arms lower. Sit up nice and tall. Twist center. Relaxing there. Taking the soles of your feet together so that your knees are wide, your hips are really open. And we're then going to drop forwards, curving through the back. If you want to increase this stretch, you hold the feet, push those elbows into the legs, and just lean further forwards if you can, really getting into those hips. From here, we're going to be on our backs. Grab a drink if you need one. So laying on your back, we're finding a flattened position, really tucked under, losing that gap. The legs are coming into tabletop, and we're going to open out from the knees. So you've got this diamond shape in the legs, which you should be able to see better at this angle with the camera. Keeping your head down on the floor, as you breathe out, you're going to reach those legs long and away from you, Bring the knees back together. Inhale to bend, opening out. Exhale to straighten, reaching away. Inhale to bend, opening those legs out. So we're going to reach away. And then bend. So it doesn't matter if your legs aren't fully straightening. Just work to where you're able to move to. Keeping really tightened in the tummy, so you've got that nice strong flat back position. Use your pelvic floor. Breathe, relax those shoulders. Got 2 more here. This is your last one, reaching away, straightening those legs. Bend to come back in. Hug those knees in. We're going to use the same position through the body. So still in your flat back. Really tucked under, losing that gap. Again, legs to tabletop. Open out the knees. If this position with your knees wide is uncomfortable in your knees or your hips, keep the legs together. It doesn't matter too much here. So now your head will be lifted, chin to chest. You can begin by supporting if you need to. Otherwise, your hands are by your knees. As you breathe out, we're going to reach the legs out nice and long and away. Holding that, your arms are reaching out behind you. Then everything comes back in together. Reach those legs long and away. Then the arms reach out. Bring everything back in. So if you're supporting the head, you're supporting as those legs reach away. Then either one or both arms reach back. Come back to the head. Chin to chest. Tighten that tummy. Use your pelvic floor. Breathe. You shouldn't be holding your breath here. Taking your time to come in and out of that position. Reaching as long through those legs as you can. We're going to take 2 more here. The legs reach long and away. Then we take the arms. Bring everything back in. This is your last one. The legs reach long and away. Then we take the arms. Bring everything back in. Hug those knees in. Just shake that head from side to side if your neck is sore. Good, we're staying in this position again, just for one last time, one last repetition, one last exercise. Nice strong flat back. Come into your tabletop, open out those legs. If you can, nod the head, lift those shoulders. You can support the head slightly here if you need to, or rest back down. So again, you're going to take the legs out, then the arms out. You're going to hold to circle those legs, bring the arms and the legs back in. Reach the legs out first, then the arms. We hold, circle those feet, come back in together. So if your head is down, it's the same movement here, but you might just need to keep quite high with the arms and the legs to keep your flat back. So your tummy should be pulled all the way down, tightening in your pelvic floor so that your lower back is staying flat into the floor. Chin to chest if you're lifted. Breathe. That circling with the legs is flex the feet, open them out, bring them back together and in. Reaching away. Then the arms. Circle. Come back in. Make sure you're breathing. Reach the legs away. Then the arms. The legs circle. Come back in. 2 more here, reach the legs away. Then the arms. Circle the legs. Come back in. This is your last one, reaching away. The arms. Circle the legs. Come back in. Relaxing down there. Come into a full body stretch. We're staying on our backs, knees bent, feet on the floor. What we want to have is those knees in line with your hips, so make sure your legs aren't knocking or splaying out. You've got your curve under your lower back. Arms are resting down beside you. Take a deep breath in to prepare. As you exhale, squeeze your bottom, press into your feet, and drive those hips up. Take a deep breath in to stay. Exhale to come back down. So you're not rolling through here. You're squeezing your bottom to lift straight up. Hold that position. Control back down. So you want to keep the weight nice and evenly placed to your feet. So big toe, little toe, and heel. You want to relax those shoulders. You're keeping them away from the ears. Your chest is nice and open. You can rotate the palms up towards the ceiling or the sky if you're feeling tight. Pulling the tummy down. If you're really tight on the tummy, you'll keep the rib cage and the chest in line. Breathe. So you shouldn't be holding your breath at any point here. Get tightened in the pelvic floor. If that's working as you're driving those hips up, then it's going to really strengthen those lower tummy muscles, making sure you're getting nice and strong, working really hard. 2 more here. And this last one, we're holding that lifted position. So here we're holding. Making sure those hips are nice and high. You're not going to let them drop from where they are right now. We're going to squeeze the legs in together and release. Squeeze in. Release. Squeeze in. Release. Keep the hips high. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Breathe. Release and squeeze. Release. You've got 4 more. Squeeze. Release. Squeeze. Release. Last 2. Push. Release. Push. Just make sure those hips are as high as they can go. Then control yourself down onto the floor. Full body stretch. Give everything a shake out. Then going to be going on to our fronts. If you need a drink, then grab one. So we're going to be doing our kicks. Hopefully you can see my legs clearly in the video. So to begin with, you're relaxing your upper body down. So either just on the mat, on your upper body, as long as your shoulders are away from your ears. And we're going to take one leg, hinging at the knee, and we're going to be going kick, rebound, down. Kick, rebound, down. Kick, kick, down. So that second kick is like a pulse. Kick, pulse, down. Kick, pulse, down. It's like a little rebound. Nice deep breath. Down. Down. If you find that you really suffer from knee pain here, knee restriction or knee pain, then keep it small. Small. Because what we're looking to do is loosen up through the knees, getting more range of movement there. Do you want to keep the bottom squeezed? So tummy nice and tightened. Let's change that point to a flex. Flex, flex, down. Flex, flex, down. Push, push, down. So you're thinking your heel going as close to your bottom as you can. Push, push, down. Push, push, down. Two more each side. Down. Down. One more each side. From here, bring your hands, your forearms, so they're tucked under you a little bit, in line with the shoulders. So you're slightly lifted from the floor. Our kicks are going to start with that point. Point, point, down. Point, point, down. Rebound, down. Kick, kick, down. So if you were suffering from that knee restriction or knee pain, you might find that when you're slightly lifted, that's gone away. So just see if you've got a little bit more movement now that you've lifted the upper body. The chest is lifted, so you need to squeeze your bottom and pull your tummy in. Relax those shoulders. Breathe. Let's change that to our flex. Flex, flex, down. Flex, flex, down. 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 Breathe, breathe, down. Down. It's just working the ankle in a different way. Two more each side. From here, if you know that you can't lift any higher than from the forearms, this is where you're staying. We're going to change the legs. If you're strong enough to, I'm going to press into the hands and lift up higher. So you can see that my hips are still on the floor, it's just my chest that's lifted. And from here, we're going to go point, flex, down. Point, flex, down. Down. Point, flex, down. If you're still on your forearms, that's fine. You're still changing that leg. Point, flex, down. Point, flex, down. So just working through your full range of movement at your ankle. It's called dorsiflexion and plantarflexion if you want to know. So again, squeezing the bottom, tightening in your tummy, shoulders down, deep breaths, belly button to spine, down, down. Two more each side. Kick, kick, down. Last ones. Kick, kick, down. Kick, kick, down. Relax. Pushing back into a shell stretch. Bottom to the feet. Arms reach out in front. From here, we're coming onto our hands and knees. So taking hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath your hips, tummy's nice and tightened here. As you breathe out, you're taking opposite arm and leg nice and long, and we lift. Take a deep breath in to stay. Exhale to control back down. We're swapping sides. Reach long and lift. We hold. Control back down. Hold. Control back down. So you want to make a nice long line from the tips of the fingers to the ends of the toes. So it doesn't matter how high or low your arm and your leg are moving. What we want is that length. Just straighten as much as you can through your elbow and your knee. tummy in. You want to try and make sure that we've got that long line through your back, that the balance is nice and strong. Bringing your hands back underneath your shoulders is also going to help with your balance. If they're creeping too far in front of you, you'll feel really wobbly as you try and lift away from the floor. Nice deep breaths. Shouldn't be holding your breath at any point. Let's do 2 more each side, then we'll add some movement in. Reaching long, hold, control back down, reaching long, we hold, control back down. 1 more on each side, reaching nice and long, we lift, holding, control back down. Last time, reach long, lift, hold, control back down. So from here, we're still taking opposite arm and leg up nice and long. We're going to twist the arm and the leg out on the diagonal, come back to the center, down onto the floor, swapping sides, reach long and lift. We twist, center and down. Excuse me, reach long and lift, twist, center and down. Breathe. So we shouldn't be holding our breath at any point. Still taking nice deep breaths, as and when you need to. Keeping that length as you twist. So you shouldn't need to bend the knee and the elbow. You still need the tummy to stay tightened. Keep the back long and the balance strong. We've got 2 more on each side. Reaching long and lift, twist, center and down, reaching long, lift, twist, center and down. 1 more time each side, reach long and lift, twist, center and down. Last one, reach long and lift, twist, center and down. Relaxing there. Roll through those wrists. From here, we're staying on the hands and knees, but this time we're going to tuck our toes under. If your wrists are really sore, you're coming down to your forearms, just to give them a bit of a rest, and that's fine if you need to. As you breathe out, you're going to pull your tummy all the way in, pressing into the hands and knees. We're going to hands and feet, sorry. Lift those knees off just an inch or so from the floor. Inhale down. Exhale, we're going to lift. Inhale down. So if you are on your forearms, you're just a little bit closer to the ground as you lift and lower. So think tummy is lifting you here. Your hands and your feet are just there for support. Lifting up. And down. Lifting up and down. Try and make sure you're looking towards the end of your mat and not dropping the head, which is going to put pressure through your neck. You want to keep that spine nice and long. Four more here. Lifting up and down. Lifting up and down. Last 2. Lift up and down. Lifting up and down. Relaxing there. Roll through the wrists. We're going to go into our planks with our press-ups that we've been doing all week. Hopefully you've been feeling like they've been building and improving if you've been joining in every day. So So bring those hands towards the front of your mat, again underneath the shoulders. If your wrists are still really sore, stay on your forearms, resting the wrists, and just hold for a breath in and out. So from here we're going to step one foot back behind us, take the weight into your toes, the other leg comes to join it. Find your strong plank position. Here we're going to bend the elbows, straighten them, put those knees down. When you're ready, we're going to go again. Stepping one foot out, then the other. Strong plank. We're going to bend, straighten, put those knees down. Making sure that leg is really straight as you step out so that you can get that strong plank position. Squeeze the bottom, pull the tummy in. Make sure you're breathing. You shouldn't be holding your breath here. Only lowering as far as your elbows bend. Nice and controlled. So remember, out, out, long plank. I'm going to bend, straighten, knees are coming down. Breathe. Plank, bend, straighten, knees down. We've got two more here. Stepping out, long plank. We bend, straighten, and down. Last one, step back, strong plank. Bend, straighten, knees down and relax. Roll those wrists. Control that breathing. If you still need to stretch those wrists out, as I said before, you just take your fingers facing backwards and then creep the palms of your hands forwards. That will help to stretch through the wrist and up the forearm. From here, we're going to take hold of the side of the head, drop it down, reach one arm long and away. Just stretching out the side of the neck into the shoulder. Swapping sides, take hold of the head, drop it down, reach long and away. And from there we're going to roll those shoulders back. And forwards. Take the arms out to the side, reaching up and over. Come back to the centre, swapping sides, lift up, stretching over. One more time on each side, lift up, stretch over. We're lifting up, stretching over, relaxing there. That's the end of class. Well done.